at World's End. Okay. She needs to do our naming thing then. You're 4 at World's End in the doohickeys.
All right, the broadcast is live now, so everybody's on the air. And just one more check. So are we missing any players that we need to wait on?
I don't believe so.
I'm going to take that as a no.
12 players here.
All right. Well, give me a second to get situated, and then we'll get started.
Hello, Generosa.
Howdy.
How are you, Tim?
I'm well, sir. How are you?
Oh, I'm great. I'm great.
Yeah.
Except for this is
Right.
not really how I was planning to do a convention this year, but none of us were. So, you know.
Family as well?
Yes. No, no COVID here as of yet. But
All right.
in this part of Minnesota has been pretty lucky.
Good.
I think we are good to go. So anybody have any questions before we jump into this? Okay, then we're going to get started. So this is World Series of KerTamen 2020 round 2. And we have the Wack Enclitic rules versus the girls playing KerTamen versus the end of the world free agents. So good luck to all teams. And this is toss-up number 1. Public service announcement. The answer to this question is not poopy anus. Do not buzz in and say poopy anus. Toss-up. Balbinus is co-ruler, a Theban who got his brains eaten, the Latin word at the root of aureole, and the praenomen of the author, Jack from Wack, or Matt from Wack.
Aurum.
Sorry, that's incorrect. I'll pick up, I'll repeat. Balbinus is co-ruler, a Theban who got his brains eaten, the Latin word at the root of aureole, and the praenomen of the author of the first Latin work in dactylic hexameter all have first letters that, when combined, spell out the abbreviation, and we're going to go with girls playing KerTamen, Patty. You're on mute if you're...
Lewis.
Sorry, that's incorrect. I will repeat. Balbinus is co-ruler, a Theban who got his brains eaten, the Latin word at the root of aureole, and the praenomen of the author of the first Latin work in dactylic hexameter all have first letters that, when combined, spell out the abbreviation of what underrepresented KerTamen category? We have Anna from the free agents. You're on mute. Oh, yep. PMAQ works. Very well done. Phrases, mottos, abbreviations, and quotations. So first bonus for the free agents. For those watching at home, she typed PMAQ into the chat. Bonus. In the eyes of many KerTamen players, the worst KerTamen category is without a doubt passages. From what Latin verb with what meaning do we derive passage?
Is that Patior? Not final.
I
Does
think
anyone-
Anna's our captain, even though I'm number one.
Oh.
Anna was our captain last night, so is
Does
it
anyone else?
Patior does seem right, like passu sum,
That's
Yeah,
what
like,
I thought.
to suffer.
yeah. Do you want to do?
Sure, Patior.
It makes sense.
Patior, final answer?
No, we needed pondo, meaning spread. So total of 10 points for the free agents on question 1. But kudos to you for actually waiting to know what the question was. Toss-up number 2 for any team. Next Thursday, NASA will launch its Mars 2020 rover to the red planet to search for life. Nikhil from Wack. If you're talking, you're no, I'm sorry, Juno is not correct. I'll repeat. Next Thursday, NASA will launch its Mars 2020 rover to the red planet to search for life, turn carbon dioxide into oxygen, and collect rock samples. The rocket that is launching this rover is named for what mythological figure? Who? Brian from the free agents.
Saturn?
Sorry, Saturn's incorrect. The rocket that is launching this rover is named for what mythological figure who, after he refused hospitality to Perseus, was turned into either a rock, a mountain, or an entire mountain range, depending. And we've got Tashi from the girls.
Atlas?
Atlas is correct. So this is a bonus for the girls playing KerTamen. On August 1st, SpaceX will launch a satellite using the SpaceX Falcon 9. What son of Eosphorus was turned into a hawk, which is like basically a falcon, after his daughter Chione was shot by Artemis?
Father of Keone. Any? Yes.
I don't know, but it has to be something that sounds kind of famous for us, some kind of space thing, right?
I
Yeah,
would think so, yeah.
that sounds right. I just.
He got turned into a hawk. I don't know. I got nothing.
I
I
need
don't-
your answer, please.
No answer.
Daedalian is the answer that we needed there. And for the benefit of the question writers, hawks and falcons are not that closely related. So now that we've had our ornithological fact moment of the day, we will move on to question number 3 for any team. I don't generally mind you typing, but it's probably easier for the people that are watching on the live stream if you could just speak your answers. And I also have no problem if all of you who are playing want to keep your mics off unless it gets distracting, but I'll leave that up to you. Okay, toss-up number 3. Next week, the NBA will resume its season in Orlando. Of LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Zion Williamson, James Harden, and Giannis Antetokounmpo, whose name I can't say, who is being described in the following lines. In collegio calceum fregit cum contra. We have Matt from the Wack Enclitics.
Zion Williamson.
Zion Williamson is correct. Cum contra septentrionalem Carolinam lucerit nunc pro factione nomine maritimarum avium ludit. First bonus for the Wacks. Of that same crew, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Zion Williamson, James Harden, and Giannis Antetokounmpo, who is being described here. Saepe appellatus est anguis et lucit pro factionibus nominibus soni fulmin bellatores retia.
Okay, so could you repeat the Latin?
Sure. Saepe appellatus est anguis et lucit pro factionibus nominibus soni fulmin bellatores retia.
See,
And Fullman
the
mean
Fullman
thunder.
thinks Thunder, like KD, but
Kevin Durant.
Harden was also
Right,
on
the
it.
Warriors, the
I don't-
Thunder.
Who's called the snake between the two? I feel like
He
if
played for the Warriors also, yeah.
yeah.
I'm going to defer to someone here who knows anything.
Matt's gonna be our primary guesser.
All right.
I'm not your man.
Okay. Oh, who are you gonna go with? Harden or KD? It's one of the two, right?
It's Durant, yeah.
Kevin Durant.
All right, let me have your answer.
Kevin Durant, final answer.
Kevin Durant is correct. Well done.
Dope.
That's
Hog.
15 points on question 4. All right, number 4 for toss of number 4 for any team. Which of the following English words, if any, is not derived from Latin? National, junior, classical, league. Matt from Wack.
They're all from Latin.
They are all from Latin. First
Hog.
bonus for the Wack jobs. Give the Latin words which are at the root of the English words contained in the phrase General Assembly.
Please repeat the question.
Give the Latin words which are at the root of the English words contained in the phrase General Assembly.
Where do we get assembly, Matt?
Oh, is it Similis? Okay. Okay.
I'm going to defer to you, Matt, because I can.
Did you want meanings too?
They just wanted the Latin words.
Okay. Genus, odd, and similis.
That's correct. Genus and Similis is really all we needed there.
Hog.
So that's a total of 5 points for you guys on question 4. So question 5 is going to be a visual bonus. So Mr. Russell, are you squared away to share? Okay, I trust you can nod if you can see the visual. Okay, toss up 5. Multiple answers required. Don't hyperbuzz if you actually want points. In the image above, you will see 2 inspiring athletes who probably would have competed during the now canceled 2020 Summer Olympic Games. Name the athlete on the right, her sport, and the Latin verb from which the name of her sport is derived. Let's see. We've got Anna from the free agents.
Serena Williams, tennis, Teneo.
All correct. Well done. And your bonus. For the free agents, give the name of the athlete on the left, the name of her sport, and the meaning of the Greek adjective from which the name of her sport is derived.
Simone Biles, gymnastics, and gymnasium, meaning like a school, basically, right?
I
Confirmation?
thought it meant naked.
Might be right. I definitely know the first 2 parts.
Let's
Yeah.
go with, let's go
Yeah, I'm
with
more
your,
confident that's Simone Biles. I got
let's
nothing
go
else,
with your answer.
Sorry.
nothing in the Greek.
So what's the answer?
Simone Biles, gymnastics, school.
No, we needed naked for the last one. At least that's the way it's written on the
hey,
page.
that's okay. Hey,
It was asking for a Greek adjective.
Oh,
So,
sorry.
you know,
Yeah.
minus 10 points for failure to listen accurately to the question.
Yeah.
All right. So, Mr. Russell, let's have a score check after 6, please.
After 6, Wack and Enclitic with 10, free agents with 20, and girls playing is 10.
All right. Off to a good start. Moving on now to toss-up number 6. There's nothing like a good dad joke. So slap on your beer belly, embarrass your children just by existing, and keep that state of mind when you answer the following riddle. What work of Ovid is the speediest? Wacky Henry.
Ibis.
Sorry, that's incorrect. And Girl Gwen.
Frosty.
The Fosty is correct. Well done.
I'm a bad dad.
All right. Bonus.
When I knew you were going to get that.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Bonus for the girls. If you like that, here's another one. If you didn't like that, here's another one. What work of Statius is the most familiarly inquisitive to a woman named Sylvia?
Works of Statius. Familiarly inquisitive. To someone named Sylvia.
I mean, the Sylvia, which the Sylvia is in work, I think, to my knowledge. The Sylvia?
Sure.
I don't know. That's my best guess.
Mind if I
Because
defer
the
to you,
Sylvia-
Karuna?
I need to go for it.
I defer to Karuna.
The Sylvia, final answer.
Yes, it's because it's Sil.
Ah.
Hey, I didn't write it, so go complain to someone who cares. Total of 15 points on number 6. Moving on to toss-up 7 for any team. The beloved Kanye West song "Lift Yourself" contains the famous lyrics, "Poopy de scoop, scoop diddy whoop, whoop de scoop de poop, poop de scoop de scoop de whoop, whoopity scoop whoop poop." What Roman king was most likely concerned with the poopity scoop? We've got Wacky Ben.
Romulus.
Sorry, that's incorrect. We have Brian from the World Enders.
Uncas Marcius.
Sorry, that's also incorrect. I'm not going to repeat all of the whoopty poopty whoopty stuff, but what Roman king was most likely concerned with the poopty de scoop issue in Rome when he built the Cloaca Maxima? Patty from the girls.
Aquinius Priscus.
Yes, we would have also taken Superbus. Apparently, it's ambiguous. So, first bonus for the girls. After the release of Lift Yourself, Drake texted Kanye a bunch of purple demon emojis because he wanted to collaborate with Kanye on Lift Yourself and was totally left out of the process. Speaking of purple demon emojis, they most resemble what mythological pair? The twin sons of Boreas, who are said to have either purple wings or purple hair.
Zetes and Callias.
Zetes and Callias, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Zetes and Callias, final answer.
That is correct, and I would bet huge sums of money that Ken Andito wrote that question. All right, so good job for the girls, and we're moving on to toss-up number 8 for any team. For 3 points, who disguised as a beggar to ask King Hypericus for bread, but was instead given a clod of earth? Or, for 10 points, who disguised himself as a beggar to infiltrate the suitors of his wife, Penelope? Looks like Wacky Nikhil.
Odysseus.
Yes, you get 10 points for that.
Yeah.
Heman was the other one. By the way, am I saying your name right? I feel like I'm butchering it.
Nah, you got it.
All right, cool. All right, first bonus for the whack jobs. Odysseus showed that he'd be a contender on UFC's Fight Island when he felled what Ithacan beggar with a single blow?
Iris.
Eurus?
Iris. Irus.
Okay. Iris, final answer.
Iris is correct. That's 15 points for the wackos.
Hug.
And moving on to toss-up number 9 for any team. Somebody want to clear the buzzer? Thanks. Okay. Toss-up. A coconut, a pizza, a bar of soap, a potted plant, a roll of toilet paper, and a crock are all upsettingly revealed to be what type of food, which the Romans called Wack Nikhil.
Cake.
Cake, which the Romans called Fareum in a popular viral video.
Hug.
First bonus for the wackos. The everything is cake meme culminated when people started to make cakes that, when cut open, were actually just different types of cakes. Very meta. What 2-word term was given to the cake which the Pontifex Maximus and Flamen Dialis would dedicate to Jupiter during a conferatio?
It's Varium Libum.
Dude, I was literally sitting here going like, oh my god, and then you already typed it in the chat already, Matt.
All right, so we're going to go with that. Yeah, cool. Varium Libum, final answer.
Well done. That's a total of 15 points.
Pug.
All right, we are moving on to toss-up 10, which is going to be a visual, and then we will check the score. So, Mr. Russell, if you can load the visual. All right, somebody nod if you can see it. Okay, toss-up. The Zuck. Long a source of countless memes, the robotic overlord of Facebook was recently seen sporting quite the look while surfing. While most say this is sunscreen, I like to think that Mark lifted this look from Latin literature. What work of which one? We've got Wacky Henry.
Medicamina facie feminae.
Very good. That's correct. What work of which 100 lines survive details 5 recipes for treatments and was written by the poet Ovid? And your first bonus. Ovid, like Zuckerberg, could be a master of self-promotion. For instance, in what other work of Ovid does the author mention the Medicamina?
Please repeat.
Could you
It's
please
probably
repeat
the
that, Chris?
Remedia Amoris.
Or is it the Ars Amatoria?
Is it Remedia Morris? I would go with Ben. I don't know.
I'll go with Remedia. I trust Ben. Ben knows things.
Let's see.
Okay. We're going to go with Remedia Amoris. Final answer.
Nope, it's Ars Amatoria.
Ben, that's
So
very
10
not
points
hog.
on number 10 for the Wackos. And Mr. Russell, please give us a score update after 10. You're on mute.
I'm sorry, I had to get the scores in. Okay, so Wack and Enclitic with 50, Free Agents at 10, and Girls Playing KerTamen at 40.
All right.
Whoa.
Close round. That was one of my parrots saying hi in the background. All right. We're going to move on now to toss-up number 11 for any team. It seems inevitable that talented performers and artists will pass every year, but 2019 seemed to be particularly dreadful in this respect. What artist who has had Wacky Matt?
Juice World.
That is absolutely frightening.
Hog. Hog champ.
Yeah, Tim, give them 50 bonus points because that was insane. The rest of the question was, what artist who has had collaborations released posthumously that might be titled Vita Est and Adventus Exitusque, and whose most famous song might have been Somnia Lucida, died tragically on December 8, 2019 at the young age of 21? I have to catch my breath because that was so shocking. Okay.
Yeah.
Moving on to the bonus. The famous EDM artist Avicii passed away in April of 2018. Before his passing, he was working on an album which was released posthumously. The first single's title on that album is a 3-letter abbreviation used in emergency situations. For what 3-word Latin phrase does that abbreviation stand?
It's SOS, right? It's a C opposite.
Hmm.
Cool. We're going to go with C opposite. Final answer.
That's correct. I don't feel like you earned nearly as many style points for the bonus as you did for the toss-up, but you got it right.
Well,
So,
we waited for you to read the whole question.
yeah, I know. Novel concept, I realize. All right, so 15 points for the Wackos on number 11. Toss-up number 12 for any team. Let me get this down here. All right. One of the sadistic joys we get here at the World Series of KerTamen is watching excellent classicists twist in the wind by asking them to do mathematical calculations. This year has been so trying that we are going to be kind. As this question is quite susceptible to spaz buzzing, please wait until you know what the question is actually asking you. We're virtually looking at you, Michael Howard. Take the number of the book of the Aeneid in which the drama between Aeneas and Dido plays out and multiply it by the number of the book in which Nisus and Euryalus have an ill-fated nighttime sojourn. If you take the square root of that number, you will get the number of the book of the Aeneid that takes place largely in what area? We've got Wacky Henry.
The underworld.
Well done.
Fuck.
All right, your bonus. If you combine the number of the book of the Aeneid containing the funeral games of Anchises and the book of the Aeneid in which Turnus dies into a single 3-digit number, the answer is 2 raised to what power?
Wait.
Could you please repeat that?
If you combine the number of the book of the Aeneid containing the funeral games of Anchises and the book of the Aeneid in which Turnus dies into a single 3-digit number, the answer is 2 raised to what power?
It's the 9th, yeah.
Yeah, so 2 to the 9th.
So just 9 is what we need, right?
9. 9, I guess, is the answer. 9, final answer.
That is correct, and good job on your part for flaunting the question writer's absurd premise. So 15 points for the Wackos on 12. Moving on now to toss-up 13 for any team. What 3-word English phrase that is becoming more and more ubiquitous that could be rendered into Latin as me pinatet sed non me pinatet? We've got Wacky Matt.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry is correct. The rest of the question is also the name of a song by Demi Lovato. For the Wackos, Demi Lovato's given first name is Greek for one who is devoted to the goddess of agriculture and is the feminine form of a similar name that was given to a famous Greek sculptor and several Macedonian kings. What is Demi's actual first name?
Okay, please repeat the question.
Demi Lovato's given first name is Greek for one who is devoted to the goddess of agriculture and is the feminine form of a similar name that was given to a famous Greek sculptor and several Macedonian kings. What is Demi's actual first name?
Yeah, it sounds like we're in agreement. Wackos. Final answer, Demetria.
Demetria is correct. Well done, Wackos. Moving on now to number 14 for any team. One of the unfortunate things about COVID-19 has been that several huge movies have been postponed. One that is now set to release in November might have its name given in Latin as Nihil Temporis Moriendo and is the next, let's go with Wacky Matt.
No Time to Die.
No Time to Die is correct. And is the next film and rumored to be Daniel Craig's last James Bond franchise. Give me the English title of that film, which will be accepted if a literal translation is given, but you would have been booed mercilessly by our virtual crowd if you hadn't given the actual title. So,
Way to go,
well
Matt.
done.
Pog.
You avoided your moment of shame. Here's your, well, I don't know. You're playing World Series of KerTamen. I've already sailed. But moving on to the bonus. This is a gimme, but that's okay. A prequel that has been delayed stars Ralph Fiennes. It is meant to keep audiences interested in the franchise as both a third movie in the original franchise, spin-off Statesman movie are in the works. Give the name of this movie, which in Latin would be Regus Vir.
Kingsman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Final answer, Kingsman.
Kingsman is correct. Total of 15 on question 14. All right, moving on to 15 for any team. Toss up. Translate the expression of time found in this recent meme into Latin. Phineas and Ferb would have cured coronavirus on the 3rd day of their Wacko Mat.
Tertio die Istatis.
I will accept that, even though you gave additional information. Tertio die is what we needed there.
But was it wrong?
I don't believe so.
I don't think so either.
So we're not going to be sticklers for that extra information nonsense that they like to hold to in competitive KerTamen. So we're going to move on to bonus number 1.
Thanks, Chris. You're a gentleman and a scholar.
Yes. Yeah, don't worry. I'll get paid back on that one. Yeah, the inside KerTamen joke there with Henry. But anyway, here's your bonus. Phineas's pet platypus, Perry, works as a secret agent for the organization without a cool acronym, or OCA. If Perry ever decided to settle down and have a family, his children would be born at eggs. a characteristic shared by only two mammals. Besides the platypus, what other type of mammal, which shares its name with the mother of the sphinx and Nemean lion, also lays eggs?
The echidna. Isn't that right?
Should be an echidna.
Yeah. I didn't know this fact about echidnas. I knew other like NSFW facts about echidnas though. So we'll say final answer echidna.
That's correct. It's a little misleading because there's actually more than one kind of echidna. And I've seen an echidna, and it's a pretty cool animal. That was 15 points on question 15 for the Wack Enclitics. So, Mr. Russell, would you please give us a score check?
Wack Enclitics had a good set of questions there. They're at 175. Free agents at 10, and girls playing KerTamen at 40.
All right. Let's
Hog.
finish this thing off. So we're going to move into the last quarter. This is going to be toss-up 16 for any team. July 23rd marked the 10-year anniversary of a momentous occasion in many teenagers' lives, the formation of One Direction. Aemilius Scaurus, Rutilius Lupus, Lutatius Catullus, and Sulla were all known to write works of autobiography, which is a concept Wack.
Commentary.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. I'll repeat. Aemilius Scaurus, Rutilius Lupus, Lutatius Catullus, and Sulla were all known to write works of autobiography, which is a concept closely associated with what One Direction hit song that Latin might be called. That in Latin, we've got Gwen from the Girls.
Story of my life.
Story of my life. That in Latin might be called Fabula Mei Vitae. Your bonus. Of course, One Direction's biggest hit would be Quod te pulchrum facit in Latin. No, you are not translating that. You're singing it. Give us a full team, 10 seconds or longer serenade, if you please.
Oh gosh. I might. Oh, Ms. Lister, you're muted.
I didn't hear what the Latin was.
Well, so we have to sing What Makes You Beautiful for about 10 seconds.
Okay, we could do that.
Enough of the song, but we
Yeah,
can
start us off, Gwen.
Yeah, you got this.
Oh, no.
Go for it, Gwen.
Baby, you light up my
something is something. Something. That's all. You don't know you're beautiful.
I'm just gonna let
You
you
don't
keep
know
going.
you're beautiful.
All right, I will accept that. That was actually surprisingly good for not having any of you in this. So, well done. Tim, give him 50 style points for that. That was fun to watch. Cassie's even dancing over there. All right, good job. And so you guys get 15 points for that one. We're moving on now to toss-up 17 for any team. Yesterday, Taylor Swift shocked the world and our hearts by releasing a surprise album titled Folklore. Track 4 of the album, Exile, features Bon Iver. Bon Iver is stylized French for the phrase good winter. Give the Latin phrase for Henry Wack.
Bona he aims.
Bona he aims is correct. And your bonus. The whole of Folklore was recorded in secret and arranged to be made live at midnight on July 24th. According to Roman dating, how many days before the calends of August was the album released?
Please repeat the question.
The whole of Folklore was recorded in secret and arranged to be made live at midnight on July 24. According to Roman dating, how many days before the calends of August was the album released?
I think it's 9 because
It's 9, right? Because you have to include it.
We have to include the calendar.
I mean, it's still 8 days before. It's just on the 9th day before.
Oh, well, okay.
I mean, it's still 8 days before.
8 days before the calends. Fine.
Sorry, it's 9.
See, what, Matt? That was so
According to-
anti-pog. Get out of here.
According to Roman dating, it was right there in the question.
It's still 8 days
All right.
before.
Moving on to number 18. Track 10 of folklore, illicit affairs, could be about any of Igalea, Meda, or Clytemnestra, who were persuaded, Nikhil,
Nauplius?
Nauplius, very well done, who were persuaded to cheat on their husbands by what man who was avenging his son, Palamedes?
Nikhil, you've made up your match name.
For the Wacky Enclitics. The first song Taylor wrote for this album was the powerful track My Tears Ricochet. What mythological's figure's sister's tears turned into amber after they were super bummed about his death?
Python?
Wait, Nikhil and Python?
Yeah, Python.
Okay, Python, final answer.
Correct. That's a total of 15 points on that question for the Whack Jobs. Moving on to question 19, after which we'll do our penultimate score check. On track 4 of Folklore, 7, Taylor relatably laments, I hit my peak at 7, much like what Roman emperor who descended, that's Benjamin from the Wack.
Theodosius II.
Theodosius II is correct. Much like what Roman emperor who ascended to the throne at the age of 7 and had the longest reign since Augustus. Your bonus. In 7, Taylor Swift says, our love lasts so long. As far as we know, Theodosius II was happily married to what woman?
Is this Ilia Eudoxia?
Gonna defer to you, Ben.
The Eudoxia part sounds very familiar, so I mean, if that means anything.
Anyway, okay.
I defer to Ben.
Eudoxia?
Yes, that's correct. Athenaeus, apparently, also an acceptable answer there. So that's a total of 15, and let's on question, and let's get the score check going into the last question.
Wacky Enclitics with 215, Free Agents with 10, and Girls Playing KerTamen at 105.
That's well done, everybody. Let's go ahead and put a bow on this thing. Just as a quick reminder, since we're almost at the end of the round, I will tally up all of the results and post the semifinal pairings in. I'll post a link to the document in the sked.com entry semifinals, and I'll probably won't have it up till sometime tomorrow, but that's where it will be posted, and I'll probably email it out to everybody as well. So.
You're the best, Chris.
Yes, I know. Thank you. All right, toss up number 20 for every team. The last verse of 7 ends with a 2-word line, I, a clear reference to the death of what mythological Henry from
Hyacinth.
the Wack? Say it again.
Hyacinth. Us.
I am sorry, that is not correct. We have Anna from the Free Agent.
Telamonian Ajax.
Yes, very well done. A clear reference to the death of what mythological figure whose blood sprouted a flower with the letters AI on it. So for the final bonus of the round, to the Free Agents. Bonus. Folklore contains Taylor's cover of the song Mirror Ball, which may be the inspiration for the iconic Vsauce video, What If the Moon Was a Disco Ball? Although the goddess of the moon is normally identified as Selene, Luna, Artemis, or Hecate, what moon goddess was worshipped alongside Helios at a temple in Thalami?
Can you paste the bonus into the chat, please?
I will do that because that was
Long.
unusually long-winded. There you go.
Okay. Selene, Luna, Artemis, or Hecate, worshipped alongside Helios.
It'd be Helia.
Me?
No,
I honestly
really
don't
don't
remember
know.
this.
I'm just
I have no clue.
wild.
No idea.
No.
All right, what's your wild guess?
Helia, final answer.
That is not correct. Anybody else want to chime in? Anybody else know the answer?
It seems like something.
Pasiphae?
Pasiphae is correct. Who was that?
It was Nikhil.
Okay, well, give the Whack Job some bonus points for Nikhil knowing that question. All right, well, that was 10 points for the Free Agents on the last question.
Hey, we've got 20.
Thank you all for playing, and I hope you all had a good time.
Thanks, Chris.
Bye.
Thank you
Good
so much.
night.
Game, everyone.
Bye.
Yep.
Good game.
Good luck in semifinals. Thank you, Chris. See you later, Tim.
Very well, sir.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end the broadcast then. Thanks for your help, Tim.
Yep.